Okay, period, period. Y'all ready? Y'all got a drink? This is what I'm gonna show it on the thing.
Was that a shot?
Uh,
Oh
this
my.
is. I'm gonna tell y'all in the. I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay. Three. So I gotta do a countdown so I can know where to cut it. All right. Boop. Hey y'all, welcome to episode 2 of the Artist Circle podcast. I am going to present to you my homegirl that I've known since 2007, Deshaylin Lee.
Hey y'all. Hey girl, hey.
And then my homegirl down below that I've known since 2000. My girl, Dede, you guy. And then I got my other homegirl to my left, Naomi Rutherford, that I've known since 2010.
Mm.
2010. And
Yeah.
if y'all could
Period.
just present your books, this is gonna be the hopefully the what is it called? Like the title page on YouTube.
The
I'm
thumbnail.
sorry. My
Yes.
Kindle's on my phone and my phone is using Zoom. I'm
It's
sorry.
Hold on, let
okay.
me let me take my blur off so you can see that book.
Period.
Ah.
It's Didi with the hand like this for me. Didi is crazy. Okay, we're gonna be discussing chapters 8 through 13. Let me go ahead and just make sure I pull a few things up. But I wanted everyone to present what they're drinking, and I will go first. So I don't know if y'all can see this. So it is
Oh my.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. It's like a little.
You like dark liquor? That's for old men,
That's
girl.
that grown man drink. Put some
That
hair
put
on your
hair on your
chest.
chest, girl.
Y'all want to know what this came with? Like for real, and it's not even a joke.
What it
It
come
came with
with?
a bunch of other little ones.
A cigar.
Oh, bye.
Oh, see, I
Oh,
told you. That's for old
that's
men.
the
I
old
told
man
you.
starter pack.
I told you.
Bye.
It was a gift. I just took it. I'm gonna ask Shay Shay what she is sipping on today.
Okay, so with this weather change in the DMV, I'm sipping on some peppermint tea in my
Period.
nice $5 mug that I got from Five Below.
Yes,
Shout out
we
to
love
Five and
a
Below.
purple
I like
queen.
that. We
And
love an
then,
economic queen.
right, then we gonna ask Nene what she's sipping on today.
I am sipping on some apple nectar from the Spanish store, and I got this
Oh,
cup for my birthday from you ladies.
Yeah.
yeah.
Period.
And then we gonna ask Didi what she's sipping on today. I can't be the only one drinking alcohol. Am I the only one?
You
You are.
are. It's as disclosed earlier, it's Sunday here and it's also 1 p.m. So I will not be drinking today. I got some water. It's spring in New Zealand, so it's very warm today. So no
Okay,
alcohol for
hydration,
me.
hydration.
All
Next
right.
time I got you with the alcohol, not today though.
Oh
The
my.
lady
Oh
is
my
about to
God.
pass out over there.
It is
Girl.
so nasty and disgusting. I don't really
I
drink.
told you, girl.
Okay,
You don't have a
so
chaser?
I have Gatorade. That's the
Oh,
only.
Oh, girl.
that don't mix.
Mm-mm. Girl, you
That's
need
the
some
only.
like lemonade or something. You need something sweet.
That's a little. You
I
need
haven't.
something sweet.
I haven't drank juice in like maybe 2 months.
Well, good job.
What did you drink with the reposado last week then? Did you also not have a
You know
chaser?
what? I lied. I
Oh,
lied.
okay.
It was it was a Coke, but it's been in the fridge for like months, so it was extra cold. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna
Oh,
need something to drink with it," so I had the Coke with the. All right,
okay. I
y'all
was
called me
about to
out.
say,
I forgot.
no way. Okay.
Well, other than that, I haven't had any juice. So,
Okay.
so I'm gonna start with the chapter recap for chapter 8. So Don lies wounded in the infirmary, refusing to rest despite a bullet still bleeding through his bandages. His obsession with revenge burns hotter than his pain. That's a little spicy. While Gunnar struggles to rein him in, trying to keep their crumbling empire from falling apart. Meanwhile, the compound feels haunted after the attack, quiet, tense, and full of ghosts. Lovey wanders through the halls, shaken and lost, until a sudden scream shatters the silence. When she runs towards it, she finds Solara and AJ holding a woman at gunpoint, and it turns out that it's her longtime best friend, Blaze. So their reunion is explosive, tears, laughter, disbelief, and Gunnar's suspicion. Lara's jealous, Solara's, sorry, he's jealous glare, and the heavy air of mistrust hang thick around them. But for a brief moment, Lovey feels alive again. So in Lovey's room, the two friends pour everything out: how Blaze tracked her through the dangerous rumors, how Lovey got pulled into the mafia, and how neither stopped thinking about the other. So, between teasing banter and raw confessions, their bond reignites stronger than ever. But beneath the warmth, there's a storm brewing. Blaze's return brings energy, danger, and attention, and everyone in the compound can feel the shift. So, now we're going to get into the questions and discussions. And I didn't make it like too lengthy because I wanted everybody to have time to just, do their big one. And I'm not keeping y'all all day. So, I will start with Nene. What did you think about Don refusing to rest after being shot? Is he being a leader or is he being reckless? What do you think?
I would like to say it's a combination of both because as the leader, even though you're hurt, the mission still has to continue. Like
Yeah.
we have to still fight. At the end of the day, regardless of if something happened to me or not, if it's not to the point where I am about to die or I am dying, then
Hmm.
it's time to put back on my armor and go back out there. But at the same time, it's reckless to everybody that's with him because you're not able to perform at 100%. Now you're
Hmm.
performing at 50 and I have to put the extra 50 on my back. So now I'm doing 150 and you're doing 50 just so you could still save face to be the leader.
Hmm.
So it's a combination of both for me.
Okay. Okay. Shay Shay.
He got to do what he got to do. Okay, because the other family about to attack again or whatever. He got to retaliate, revenge. He got to give something. So I feel like he's being a leader at this point. I get what Nene is saying. I do
Hmm.
understand because like you just got shot. Relax, calm down. But he still gotta get back on there because you can't slow down because you don't know what the other family gonna do. You don't know what they're gonna do. You don't know the next
Fact.
move. So I feel like he's being a leader. He's trying to think, all right, I gotta get my head back in the game. I can't let this slow us down because we gotta retaliate. But that's how I feel.
Mm. Mrs. You guy?
Um, I agree with everybody else. He kind of reminds me of like those tropes that you see in movies, like when the leader is hurt and they're like, "I need to get back out there." Like that's what it reminds me of. You gotta go help. Like it gives me very much that. So yeah, no, I definitely think he definitely wants that's something a leader would do for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. I wouldn't really consider it reckless. Kind of like what the Shaylin said. I think of like, dang, if I just got jumped by a bunch of people, yeah, I need to rest. But if they're coming back to fight me again, I'm just gonna have to get up and, try my
Do my big one.
best. Swing one armed windmill, do the best I can.
To
So
the windmill.
Stop.
yeah.
I'm
So
not gonna
yeah,
lie. Oh, I'm sorry, Didi.
no, go ahead, Nana. It's okay.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know if y'all seen Sinners, but like, oh,
Yes.
Shay, oh, when like Smoke is like shooting the KKK and he gets shot, but he's still just
Oh
like,
yeah, he's still
you know what I'm
going
talking
for
about?
it. Ah,
Didi,
I
you
told
seen
you
absolutely.
Sinners?
movie tropes when people be like, I gotta
Yeah.
still do my big one. Like just like
He was
that.
really doing his big one though. Like he really did his big one in that. He really did.
I am gonna ask y'all, what did y'all think about Blaze's entrance? And I'm very excited for Taya. Taya's gonna be doing the next episode too. And Shay, you don't know this, but Taya is the inspiration for Blaze.
I watched your first episode, girl. I do know.
Yes. So
Period.
I will say, is it weird for me to answer that question since I wrote it?
No, you can
No.
answer it if you like.
Because
Yeah.
in my mind, honestly, like with Blaze, I don't know. I feel like I had mentioned her having like boots multiple times throughout the story. It was just a few times. Like when just describing her, she had on like these like boots with like the little metal. I think I had put that in there, that detail. But for me, Blaze, she just is so gangster. And we did talk about it the first episode, Shay. And I also wanted to ask you this. If you had to like pick anybody to play Blaze, who would you say?
It's funny because I was watching our first episode. Yeah, I was naming characters. I don't know nobody about. I was like Walking Dead, Hunger Game. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I do not know what they're talking about. Um, I didn't think about that.
Like a
That's
character, it
it.
could be a
Also good
character, an
thinking. Yeah.
actor, yeah, anybody. If you could think of one.
I can't think of Blaze, but I could think of another character. But we gonna get to that when you get to that. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Blaze, you gotta come back for me.
Okay.
I gotta think.
Okay, I did put you on the spot, my bad. Didi, what did you think about Blaze's like entrance?
So it was very well, first of all, I would my first like reaction was I was so happy. I'm like, yeah, she found her home girl. Like, yay, like, woo, like they're reunited and it feels so good. So I was very happy about that. Um, but then they had the Glocks on it. I was like, whoa, hey, hey, bit too much, but I get in their line of work, I guess. I mean, I was just like, whoa, hey there, calm down. But yeah, for me, I felt like just more so like overwhelming like happiness for Lovey. I don't like her like that, but I'm happy for her, if that makes sense. Shay did the church hand. My bad. Go ahead, Shay.
I know a character.
Okay, okay.
I just thought about it. Do y'all watch Tyler Perry's Sisters?
I
I
watched a
do
Maybe
few
not.
not.
episodes. I
Nene,
watch a few now and again.
I would have
Okay.
thought Naomi would have watched it for sure.
What you gonna say,
It's
Fatima?
given Yes, it's given
Oh,
Fatima.
Fatima.
Exactly.
It's
Okay, I
given
do know
Fatima.
Fatima.
It's given
Fatima is a
Fatima.
ride or die. That makes
Ride
sense.
or
That makes
die.
sense.
She's like, where you at? I'm looking for you. Got your location. It's given Fatima. Not scared of nothing. She always got her little thing in her purse. She always keep
Definitely.
that thing on her. So
Got her
yeah, it's given
muscatoon.
Fatima.
Damn, I don't watch
Definitely.
Sisters. If you'd have said Insecure or something, you would
See,
have
I
Oh,
don't even
had.
watch that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, insecure.
Dang, Nene, what did you
My
think about
Fatima.
Blaze's entrance?
I thought Blaze's entrance was very dramatic, but in the best way possible. Like, first of all, her friend went missing. This girl went off of like secret spy notes, rumors to find the underground tunnel. First of all, how did she even locate the tunnel? She didn't even know what woods they was really in. So this girl was just going through the woods like G.I. Jane. She was just out here being a spy. And then she found her homegirl. Then she found her homegirl and people out here pointing guns at her. Now, granted, she did walk into unknown territory. So I do think that it was right for them to point the gun at her. But at the same time, y'all basically kidnapped the girl best friend and didn't even tell her that y'all kidnapped the girl best friend. So
You think
it
she
was
was kidnapped?
dramatic in the best way.
You think Lovey was kidnapped, Nene?
I mean, in Blaze's eyes, Lovey was kidnapped. In Blaze's eyes, she probably like, dang, my
Okay.
homegirl just got
Yeah.
trapped. Like, she saw this sexy man. Now she just so naive. She just went after them. Like, you kidnapped my homegirl. Your good looks kidnapped my homegirl.
It was definitely given, when the scenarios when you're younger be like, don't be walking to vans or somebody offer you candy. It was definitely given that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it was. It was. Shaded, what did you think about like Blaze's whole entrance?
I feel like she ain't do enough.
Oh.
I like that.
I'd be like, okay, relax. Where's my friend at? Get the guns out my face. But I did like her. I did like the fact that she was like, where's my girl? And she did everything she needed to do to find. But yeah, I wanted a little bit more spiciness from her. Like when they had the guns in her face, I wanted her to be like, get that out my face. What y'all doing?
Right.
Hmm.
But yeah, I liked her
She
entrance.
could have had her own gun pointed back. Who knows? That
Right.
would have been
Oh.
nice.
Now, see, you would have had me there. I would have been like, oh, yeah,
She
homegirl
should have
means
did a
business.
little kick or something, a little roundhouse kick. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hit a
You know
100%.
reversal.
what? Everybody got their guns pointed at each other. Like, what?
Or
Right,
the
right.
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
meme.
me.
Yeah, now that would have got me. I'd have been like, oh,
No, that would have been gangster. That would have been
that would have been
gangster.
straight fire. But it's okay.
So
Next book.
this one is a little fun, this question. What did y'all think about Solara's reaction to Blaze? And what does that tell you about her character and insecurities, if any?
Who are you asking, Delaney? I'm sorry, you never
Oh,
said who you were
oh,
asking.
I'm sorry. Uh, I'm gonna start with Nene. That's gonna be a funny clip. Everybody's like, "Oh,
It's like we look frozen too. Like
I'm gonna say I think her reaction was very befitting of the circumstances because first of all, she came in with all this confidence that she was just this like big bad wolf to come get her homegirl, which is understandable. But at the same time, she also has like this air about her that kind of gives like she's dangerous, yet she's resourceful all at the same time. Because I'm telling y'all, she went off of like she went off of rumors. She went off of gossip. She didn't exactly know where her homegirl was at. She went off of what everybody else was saying, put the pieces together, and magically appear. Like that is a different type of intelligence. She's basically a tracker. Like she's basically a top notch. If Solara wasn't second to the enforcer, I would say Blaze would have took her spot if she was there a little bit earlier. So the competition is real. It's getting hot. It's getting hot, and she looked good. And Gunner is a sucker for good looking girls. So I'm just saying she had every right to feel the way she was feeling.
Nene, your background kind of blurs you out a little bit."
Oh, my bad.
No, you good. No, it's fine. I just want to let you know because I know
All right, I
your
got
hair
it.
looking good and everything. I don't want you to look back like, "Hold up, my joint." Shay, what did you think about like? Damn, that question was long. I wrote it down. You remember the question, or I need to read it?
it was
You
Solar's
said
reaction.
right. What did I say about her insecurities?
Yeah, what did you think about her reaction to Blaze, and what did that tell you about her insecurities, if you feel like she has any?
I don't know about y'all, but if I'm with a man and I see my man eyeing another female in front of my
That part.
face,
That
I'm
part.
pissed. So I get it. She like, hold up. Like she couldn't say it, but I know in her mind she like, you trying to play me in my face? Like, what's going
Right.
on?
Mm.
So I understand. I wouldn't say insecurity off a jump. As the book continues, then I feel like the insecurity come out more. But
Hmm.
she had every right to mug her. Like, who are you? And then looking at Gunna like, what are we doing here? Like, what is this?
Right.
So that's how, yeah.
I'm happy
Hmm.
you said that. I'm happy you said that because
Agree
I feel
too.
like, you know what I mean? I feel like sometimes with women, they get labeled as the villain when what they do is relatable. Even though Solar and Gunner, we don't really know what their whole thing is. I mean, he tongued her down in front of Lovey. That's how Lovey began to know that they was even in a relationship. So yeah, if you see him flirting, Solar should feel some type of way. Now, I'm not saying she should like take it out on everybody, but
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty relatable. I don't think that should automatically make her a villain. I've had people like, I don't like Solara, and blah, blah. But I feel like she's a little bit relatable, and it's something later, but I'm gonna talk about it later. Didi, what did you think about
I
Solara's?
thought her reaction was valid. Like
Yeah.
like Shay said, I wouldn't say insecure. She
Mhm.
actually didn't do enough, in my opinion. Because if my man play in my face, the
Oh,
way
it's
I'm
going.
over across the room and like, so this what we doing?
That
Okay,
Glock was about to
this what we
turn to
doing?
him.
Exactly. Pistol whip immediately. Do not play with me here. Like, so I thought she was very valid and like, oh, for real? Like, wow. Like, everybody reacts differently. I didn't see insecurity. I seen like, I wouldn't even say jealousy. It's kind of just like, wow, like, excuse me? Like, what?
Mhm.
Like, you're crazy. Like,
Right.
yeah,
I
absolutely
will
not.
say though that sometimes women make the mistake of getting mad at the other woman, but they need to be focusing on a man. Like
On
if she
that
did feel,
raggedy man.
yeah, like it should have never been like a like focusing on the I'm you. I can't even get my words right. Like I'm jealous of you. It should be like,
Hmm.
hold on now, what are you doing looking at this woman? Like it should have went toward that way, but pretty much everything else was valid.
Yeah,
And then
very
my last question for this chapter, if you had to pick one word to just describe this whole chapter, if any, what would that word be? And let me make sure to say somebody's name so that it won't be a 30-minute pause. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm gonna start with Didi. I'm just playing.
It's kind of hard for me to choose one word. There's like different emotions I feel just the more that you go through it. Like for example, like when I first seen Blaze, remember I said I expressed happiness, like, oh my God, like friends reunited. So it's happiness, and as more go on, it's kind of like you know, what's my boy name? Got shot in the beginning, but he was still trying to do his thing. So it's actually a lot going on. I actually can't really contribute one word. I feel like maybe I don't even know.
Well, you
I
said it's
don't
a
even
lot
know,
going on, so
girl.
maybe hectic. Maybe hectic could be a word if it's a lot going on.
Yeah, hectic
Or
or
loaded.
chaotic, but
Chaotic.
I feel like there's probably different words that I could think of, but I don't even know. I want to say like a word that just means consistently changing. Like I wouldn't even say chaotic. I would consistently say since things are like constantly moving, it would probably just be like, dang, this is not even one word. Like never ending drama. I don't know. That's three words, but I'm just giving an example of like how
Never
it's like,
ending
okay, what's
drama.
going on? Like, like, yeah, I can't give one word. I had to do three. My bad. I know I don't answer a question, but my bad.
It's all good, girl. Say what's one word that you could come up with?
It's given tempting.
Ooh.
And I'm saying tempting because I know Don is like Don got his own thing. He trying to be a leader, right? But I say tempting because you at this moment, right? You got AJ, Solara pointing the gun at Blaze, right? And then you got
Mm.
Gunna feeling Blaze. So it's like tempting, like, are y'all gonna let her in? Y'all gonna kick her out? What's happening? Then you got them reunited. So he's like, I wonder what's happening next. I'm focused on Gunna and Blaze at this point. Even though I know that's not the bulk of this chapter, but I'm focusing on that little up and down it got me feeling some type of way.
Word.
Period. Dede, what is your one word? I like tempted. And then Didi, what was yours again? You said too much going on. What did Didi say?
Never
Never
ending
ending drama.
drama.
Too
Never
much
ending drama.
never ever drama. Drama. Dede, what's your word?
Um, I'm going to go with chaos. That's the word I'm going to use because I feel like all of this is just leading to a storm that is brewing slowly but surely, and it's a
Hmm.
lot of tension and chaos getting started. Like Blaze come out of nowhere, so Laura's starting to feel a little jealous. Dawn just got hurt, but at the same time, Lovey and him are slowly but surely moving on to different things. And then
Hmm.
AJ is getting introduced into the book for real too. So it's a little bit of chaos, but in a good way, like good chaos. But we do know a storm is coming based off of what we read in this chapter.
Period. Honestly, I did not think of a word. Um, but I will have to. I didn't think of a word because I wasn't thinking about it like I would answer it. Can I skip? It's like,
Can I re-answer? I
You're the
got one
yeah.
author. You
word,
can do whatever
and
you
I feel
want.
like perfectly describes it. My one word is girl, and that's it.
Girl,
That's all I'm gonna say. Girl, like
girl.
that describes all
Girl.
emotions in one. Girl,
Because
woo,
girl could mean so much. Like,
It
girl.
could.
Right,
You could
exactly.
say a whole lot by
Girl
saying
is a
girl.
feeling. You can say a lot of nothing by saying girl or
Girl.
girl. Like just the way
right.
you even say the girl is like meaning something. So hmm.
I want to say a side note, but I'm gonna just have to show y'all later. But I was rewatching The Help, and I don't know if y'all ever seen The Help. You seen that movie, Shay?
Don't ask me. Listen, I do not watch movies, y'all. I am a binge reader at heart. I read, 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 read. I'm sorry, I don't see anything.
No, you good.
Hold on,
Okay.
preface. What you about to say about the help Delayna? What about to say?
No, so it was a scene where Cecilia Foot's husband found out that Minnie was working in the house. He pulls up to the house. You remember that? And she like run and drop all the groceries, and she picks up a stick to hit him because she thought he was about to kill her, and he was like, "Girl, I'm sorry. I know that was random. I'm sorry. I just seen it on TikTok and everybody was putting in the comments like girl and putting like nail polish emojis. Okay,
What?
chapter 10. So the synopsis is still reeling from Don whispering Lola's name during their kiss. Wait, I skipped a chapter. Oh my God. Chapter
Wait,
9. Chapter 9. Morning hits the Cavaletti compound, but tension lingers. Blaze plans to leave until Gunnar talks her into staying. So, sparking instant jealousy from Solara. Her arrival shakes the balance. Lovey feels safe again, Gunnar's intrigued, and Solara's ready to snap. So, Dawn, haunted by memories of Lola, agrees to test Blaze as a potential asset against the Serranos, and when they meet, their exchange crackles with defiance and curiosity. Later that night, Lovey and Dawn finally share a tender moment that turns into intimate. Oh, that turns intimate until he whispers another woman's name, Lola. So that moment shatters, leaving Lovey stunned and heartbroken. New Day and Age sets the stage for shifting loyalties. That's the name of the chapter, New Day and Age. Shifting the stage for loyalty, rising jealousy, and the ghost of Dawn's past threatening to destroy everything.
Mm-mm. Girl.
I'm gonna just start out with the most juiciest
Girl.
question. What would y'all do if you kissed a guy and he whispered another woman's name?
Girl.
Hands, feet, and elbows. Cause
What?
now, are you are you trying to be funny right now?
Like
Like,
I'm cursing you out, boy.
I'll probably go to
Please.
jail.
well, if it's a kiss, no, I will give him a good lashing though. He would get a good lashing. Now, had it been something more like that's my actual boyfriend and he did that, then maybe
Man,
I wouldn't
Nah,
do
either way,
time.
that's
But
grimy though. How can
yeah.
you be
that's
kissing
that's
me and
crazy.
then you gonna say another person name mid kiss as you kissing me? Like, boy, you must have lost your everlasting mind.
I
And I'm about
know.
to,
And
you know
Lovey
what I'm
can't fight,
saying? I'm about to
so
turn the tables
yeah.
up in here. We about to go Adele real
Right.
quick. I'm
I know
turning the
tables need
tables.
to be flipped. People need to be slapped. Like,
Cause
listen,
what?
let's
Legs
get
broke.
it. Like, listen, exactly.
The
She didn't do
audacity.
enough for me. Me
The
personally, she didn't
audacity.
do enough for me.
I'm I ain't gonna lie. I
Mm,
might have to break somebody's leg, break somebody's
yes.
arm. Like that's just absolutely crazy.
And then
Um
your homegirl there too. Like what? I would have ran and got my homegirl and said, girl,
We
come on, we gotta go
jumping
put
you.
a beat down on
yeah.
this man. Like,
Exactly. Because
It-
Lovey can't fight, so you definitely got to grab your
Right.
homegirl. Girl, you sometimes you got to get your homegirl to like really get you mad. Anyway, you got to be like, girl, see
yeah.
this happen, and the homegirl get you more. She more mad for you than you mad for you. So she's
right.
like, oh, girl, let's go in there and let's like, that's what she really should have did.
She
For
needed
Uh-huh.
that.
real.
My bad. This is actually, I don't really know if this is written down or not. So in the chapter between like Dawn and Blaze, it don't really seem like they mix that well. What did y'all
Mhm.
think about that? It's kind of like a oil and water situation. Did that stand out to y'all at all, or was it like really subtle?
I didn't really think about that.
I didn't notice it. I'm not gonna lie. There was so much going on. That was the least of my
Yeah,
concerns for. I'm
no,
not gonna
I made it
lie.
really subtle.
No,
Naomi, did
But
I
you
I
notice?
noticed it a little bit though. Oh, my bad, the shading. Go ahead, go
no,
ahead.
go ahead. No, you go finish.
Oh, I did notice it when she was throughout the chapters, like Lovey will say something about him and then she'll like be combative about what she say back, like, oh, I didn't know he had that in him. Or oh, I didn't know he oh, I didn't know he could do that, or I didn't know he said that, or he was, or oh, Don is doing this now, or this is how he acts, this is who he is as a person. Like I did start to notice it just a little bit
Okay.
when he was like about to test her. I think she made a comment about, I forgot what it was, but they made a comment towards each other during the testing scene that made me think like, oh, she don't really care for Don like that. Like she want her friend to be happy, but at the same time she got a cautious eye out on him.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't like make it too prevalent or anything like that, but that was a somewhat like a factor I wanted people to notice, but I didn't like really like enhance it like I could have. So I was just curious.
I was gonna say I think Don probably thought this was a setup. Like,
Mm.
why your friend just popping up? What's going on? Like, I feel like he thinking like, all right, I already had my past with this Lola girl. What
Mm,
you and your friend got cooking up? Why are your friend just popping up? How she find you? I took your phone. I took all your stuff. What's going on? So that's probably why he like not really feeling her like, cause I don't know her true intentions right now.
right. Okay,
I
period.
agree with that too.
Period. So for this one, we kind of already answered this one, so I don't want to ask it. If you could, wait, hold on. I already asked that one. Okay, Blaze planned to leave, but Gunnar convinced her to stay. Do you think his motives were protective or was it strictly personal?
He
Can you
wanted
repeat the
her
question
since
one more
he
time?
saw
One
her.
more time, please. Want to
Blaze
be
planned
protective or personal?
Blaze had planned to leave. Like once she found Lovey, Blaze was gonna be like, okay, this is your thing. I'm gonna leave. But Gunner's like, oh, like stick around a while. Like he wanted her to stay. Do you
Oh
think?
yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Do
It's
you think?
personal. My bad.
Gunn is such a
My bad.
player. Like every time he see a pretty face, that man just cannot help himself. He just is drawn to it like a bee to honey. He
He's
seen her and
trifling though.
said, "Ooh, that's the love of my life. She is worth
That's
it."
trifling though.
Like,
That's trifling. Like you know
right.
you got your little boo
And he
here.
was
And I
sleeping
know they're
with
not official,
homegirl.
but that's trifling,
But is it
dog.
like?
That's
I mean, I know it's not in this chapter, but whatever. I'm gonna speak on it. When they had that moment, whenever they was like having their little fun after. He didn't like something she said, and he's like soldier. He addresses her as soldier. He gets in her face. It may not really be that they're in this relationship like she's thinking. He could just be having, you know how.
He
But
just
Gunner's
having
that's what
playing
I'm
fun.
mind
saying. Like
games.
they may not be official, but they kind of like blurred the lines
He's
earlier.
Yeah,
playing
So
with her
like
mind, and that's
you trying to
dangerous.
resort back to chain of command, like, sir, stop playing with me, please. Like,
Like you
of course
sleeping
it's
with
personal.
her, and then you
right.
trying to boss up on her at the next second. That don't even make sense. Like, let's
Like,
figure it
Exactly.
boy,
out. What are
boy,
we?
you was in my sheets. Boy, bye.
Like,
He having fun. He having fun.
he was
I
having
Oh
hate
too
my
much
god.
fun.
right,
Too much fun. He bit off too much he could chew. Too much
right.
more than he could chew.
I'm gonna skip to chapter 10 because we practically hit everything for chapter 9. So, chapter 10, still reeling from Dawn whispering Lola's name during their kiss, Lovey battles heartbreak and jealousy. So, the compound feels colder and tension grows when Solara announces that Blaze, Lovey's best friend, will now be her instructor. So, the decision kind of cut Lovey deep and it left her feeling kind of like replaced and unseen. So that night, unable to sleep, she sneaks into Don's basement and she looks through his archive and discovers shocking secrets. Lola wasn't just his ex, she was a double agent for the Serranos and the very family that was the family that attacked them. And her file ends with the word executed, scribbled in red, leaving Lovey kind of shaken. So when Don catches her in the archive, his fury erupts. He corners her, demanding answers, but her raw honesty, her fear of just being a stand in for Lola, kind of breaks through his anger. So their confrontation turns from like anger kind of into like desire and, and
Jeez.
steaminess. So Dawn kisses her passionately but stops when Lovey reveals it will be her first time. Softening, he tells her she deserves more than darkness and chaos. And for the first time, Lovey feels truly seen and not as a replacement but as his Lovey. So Dede cracks me up, bro. So, my first question is, how do you feel about Lovey discovering the truth about Lola? Did it change how you see Dawn? And I will start with Didi.
No, I mean it didn't really change because we had seen early on that he is very like things need to be done, right? Like he was literally laid up in the bed and was like, "Oh, I ain't still gotta fight for my crew, my people." Like, so it only made sense that like if that's what she was doing, then she had to get that work. That young lady, RIP to her character. And yeah, no, it wasn't. No, it didn't really surprise me at all. It makes sense. A few other things surprised me, but I will get to that once we go through the questions because mm.
Okay. Shay, did that kind of make you, did it just, I don't know. I don't want to say alter your view of Dawn, but seeing that he trusted a woman, she was a double agent, does that, at that point in time, did that kind of make you think of him differently or anything like that?
That didn't make me think of him differently. What he did when he found Lovey down there
Yeah.
and put in a gun to her, like, relax, you doing too much. Like, I just like he was doing way too much. Like, relax. slow down. Like,
Like, you know,
especially
she
because
can't fight.
right, that's what I'm saying. Like, she can't do anything. Like, she's practically a child. Like, relax. You putting the gun out, that pissed me off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, can I say piss me off? Yeah, that pissed me
Yeah.
off. Um, but it didn't make me feel any different because it's like men always want to act all hard and tough. You be falling in love. It's okay. You be falling in love. You
They
was
do.
sprung. You was sprung. It's like,
And Miss Rutherford.
I would say it made me understand where his mysteriousness comes from and why he seems to be so closed off because at one point in time he did open himself up and he did become vulnerable and he did allow somebody in just to find out that the person that he opened his heart up to and that he started to fall in love with is working for the enemy, not only working for the enemy, but then you know what I'm saying? You're a double agent. Like you working for the enemy and you over here with me and you selling secrets to them all at the same time as you telling me you love me. Like that's a mind game, like on a whole nother level. Like
Yeah, it
he got
is.
screwed over big time. So I could see why it didn't make me like dislike him or anything more than I have my feelings towards him. But it made me really start to understand that, I could see why you as aggressive as you are. I'd be a little butt hurt too. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Butt hurt.
I I mean, honestly, when I was writing that, I didn't know where I wanted to go. Like as I was writing, I'm like, dang, what should I have Lovey find? I definitely wanted her to find out about Lola, but I could not figure out what I wanted to her to see. And me personally, I felt bad for Don. I felt very bad for Don because he ended up really falling in love with this woman. Like, damn, like I found the one so much so that even when he's with Lovey, I'm not saying he's still in love with what's her name, Lola? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying he's still in love with her, but he's kissing Lovey saying Lola. I feel like that should show how like that kind of put like a little marking in his heart
Mm-hmm.
that he thought Lola at some point was really the one. So I felt bad for him. Me personally. And I feel like I wanted that to kind of explain like why he a little I ain't saying he's perfect now, but why he kind of got, some type of trust issues or he might come off as harsh.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on my phone? I'm just trying to go to the next chapter.
Wait,
Sorry.
before we go, I just want to say something because when you were reading through the reviews, not the reviews, like, but through the recap of the chapter, I
Hmm.
was like thinking, I said, dang, Lovey got mad because her homegirl surpassed her and she couldn't sleep. It
Oh
would have
yeah.
been so much
oh,
more utilized had she been practicing instead of being nosy. Like that would have benefited if she was so bad, she really and couldn't sleep. She really could have just said, "Wow, maybe I should practice." If your homegirl just
Right.
get in there and she pass you, and so much so that they're like, "Oh, yeah, teach your friend," that would send me into orbit, and that would make me want to practice because I've been here longer. Like
Right.
instead she want to be nosy, which don't get me wrong, I love a little mess. But then after she saw what she saw, she still was like, yeah, I like him. I want to kiss him. I want him to rub up on me. Girl, he just called you a whole nother person last chapter. Like, are you okay? I was like, this must be her first man or so. I can't believe she did that. Like, I was so mad. I was like,
But
nigga,
girl, we already know Lovey is naive. Lovey is gullible and she ain't got no determination until
none.
and she ain't
yeah.
got no determination right now. She ain't got no fight in her.
Just
She ain't got no
like she
grit.
just so
Yeah.
down bad that she didn't think, oh my God, I should practice. I should
Girl,
shapen up.
no.
Like, girl, like
She was so worried about the fact
About Dawn.
that Dom might be falling for Blaze. Blaze is now so popular that she's training me. Like she was so caught up in her jealousy. She wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm the underdog. Let me rise up so I could be the top dog. She wasn't on that. She wasn't
Hmm.
on that. She don't got the
she
common sense
did.
kind of like went over Lovey's head the first couple of chapters. Like she just, it was just
Lovey
was right in front
irritated
of her.
me.
She couldn't even grab it. It
Yeah,
was
me
just
too. She be irritating me so bad.
She
I'd be
irritated
like,
me. Like,
I'm
girl, you mad because your friend can fight and you can't? That's your own problem.
right. Like learn from your friend. Like girl, I would be like, girl, you could
squabble.
fight. Teach me.
Teach a
right.
man
Cause we gotta
how to
whip
squabble.
these
Like,
together.
please.
You
Like,
know what I'm saying? Like hey, we ride or dies. Teach me. Cause if you going out there, I'm trying to fight with you. Teach me.
I'm very happy Dede said that because I remember when I was DMing to Shaylin and she had DM'd me back and was like, Lovey's getting on my nerves. It was something you said. Like she's mad because Blaze is like now gonna be teaching her. I remember you said that irritated you so bad.
It irritated me. I was just like, and she the main character. You irritated me, girl.
She remind me of Bella from Twilight, just making me mad, just irritating me, like, and just
Left and
being
right.
dumb
Just what
all
are
the
you doing?
time.
It's like, what are you doing?
Ugh.
Right. One too many poor choices. Like, girl, get
Right.
it
Yeah, come
together.
on. I
Right.
want to ride with you, but I can't. So my bad. I just had to
I know.
get my
No, you're good.
gems
You
I'm
was
off.
glad you
rooting for
said
her,
that.
but you can't even root for my girl Levy. Like you just can't even root for her.
I
You
know.
just
And shout out to Twilight. Robert Pattinson said that he don't mind doing another one.
I
oh
saw that.
period.
Period.
Okay. What's her name? Resme, the daughter.
Renesmee.
Yes, I can't wait to see about that. Okay, that's
She's
juicy
an
The
right
shade,
adult
there.
now in
the
real
shade are
life.
like, what's
So
going on?
And she
But you
with
know what?
Jacob.
It will work though because Jacob is, even though he's a werewolf, he's human, so he don't gotta look young and have his hairline intact. It can really,
Exactly.
he could look any type of way he want. Whereas the vampires, and they all look good. I
they
mean,
all
And
look
they do
young, so
also
let's
look
do
good.
it.
And
Everybody look
she
good except for
looks
Carlisle.
very
He got time
good.
to shaping up though. He got time to shaping up though.
yeah,
Come on.
Carlisle look good now. He just got,
Mm-mm.
work on it a little.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I'ma
He
just
look good.
nod my head, yeah, and be like, I agree.
Girl, we are Twilight stands over here, okay?
I see. Listen,
Like stands.
So chapter 11. I'm not gonna lie. We need to do something else where we know where Shay wish that she's seen it, and we all just need to talk about it.
Gotcha.
I
Chapter
agree.
11. After their intense basement encounter, Don brings Lovey to his bedroom, where their intimacy is slow, reverent, and emotionally overwhelming. Marking Lovey's first time, her first true sexual experience, Don shows care and devotion, making her feel valued and special. The next morning, Lovey wears Don's shirt, sparking teasing and playful gossip with Blaze as they reconcile past, the jealousy.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, Don, Gunner, and AJ strategize against the Serranos. So while navigating and budding romantic tensions, including Gunner's interest in Blaze, outside the inner circle, Solara watches all. She's feeling sidelined. She's feeling resentful despite her loyalty and foreshadowing future conflict. The chapter deepens romance, strengthens bonds, and highlights love and loyalty amid the danger. Well, it's kind of like the calm before the storm a little bit. Like, Don and Lovey finally have like this moment. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
everyone's pretty much fine with it. I think Blaze was just like, this is my friend. I'm going to support her. Like, I got the tea. I think Gunner, he didn't care which way or the other. He just wanted to make sure they were still focusing on business. One thing about Gunner, he wanted to make sure, okay, I know you're doing that, but what's going to be next for us, for the
Hmm.
family? So, Lovey and Don have their first, you know, little experience together. What do you think about how Don dealt with Lovey's first time? Like,
he was sweet.
He was gentle.
yeah,
He was very gentle, very understanding of her lack of experience.
Yeah. Gentleman. That's like the perfect word to describe it. He was a
Yep.
gentleman.
gentleman.
Yeah, he was
I
a
love it.
gentleman.
Yeah.
So, this is the question I have specifically written out. Does Shaylin, I want to ask you, because I asked Dede and Nene the first go around, if you had to pick, an actor who would play Gunner, who would it be?
He's definitely giving Mike Lowry from Bad Boys. Will Smith in his prime.
Oh,
Oh!
yeah. I can get with that. I can
Definitely.
get with that.
With
That's
because
good.
he got the little jokes here and there. He got his partner back. Mike Lowry had Marcus back. And he feeling Blaze, but he
His
feeling
thing is
Blaze,
Laura
yeah,
too.
right. And his name was Solara, and Solara and Don are like a platonic. So it's given when Mike Lowry was trying to get Marcus' sister. It's just
Mm,
it's giving Mike Lowry. He a ladies' man.
I
He
like
make you
that.
laugh. He got a little kiki. But when it's time to go to business, I got your back. And yeah, let's do what we need to do. Like
They
it's
ate that.
and Will Smith in his prime was fine, baby. Like
Very handsome
That was a
man. And
great
that's like a
answer.
perfect synopsis, actually.
Yeah,
I
That's
that
gonna
was
know
say my
Shay
great.
ate
bar ain't
that.
gonna be serious with no women until the very last Bad Boys. Literally, like
Right, that's
that's
what
how
I'm saying.
superficial.
Literally.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. That was like whatever. Yeah, like yeah.
it
Where he
takes
had the
that
hidden child.
one.
Yeah, that was
Exactly.
good. I like that. I like that.
I could never ever switch up on James Franco. That is Gunner to me in my head. I love me some James Franco. I have to. I don't know if you know who James Franco is, Shay Shay, but
No.
What is that from?
He in a
oh,
lot of movies. He in a
so
lot. He
Show me a picture. I may and let me see his face.
will do.
Yeah, but I say
Cause
Dang,
you
I'm like,
definitely
it's
would
that
know his
Caucasian
face,
man.
girl. You would know his face, but maybe not all the movies because he hasn't really been in too many movies as of recent anyway. So yeah,
Mhm.
oh, okay, yes, I know his face. What's his name? You said what?
James
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 Franco.
Franco.
James Franco. Okay,
Yeah,
I
The
know
he's
the
only reason
good.
name.
only reason why I said that though, like if you watch his movies, he has a very like playful, kind of like subtle bad boy type of thing. Like he's not necessarily a good guy all the time. Like weird humor, very
Hmm.
flirtatious. Like I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Interview. I'm pretty sure you haven't. It's completely inappropriate, but
it's so insane. Actually, it's
That
literally
movie is
insane.
ridiculous.
no, no, it's
I'm gonna give you one even better. This is the end. He was absolutely
oh
insane, insane.
I'm gonna
Um,
write these movies down so
yes.
I
Yes,
can
You
you
watch
gotta
them.
watch the interview. That joint is crazy.
ooh, and Shay,
The interview.
make sure you watch Pimp.
Oh, make sure you
oh
watch Pimp.
no,
Make sure
don't
you
watch
watch
it,
Pimp.
Shay.
Kiki
Don't watch it,
Palmer
Shay.
pimp.
Yes,
Yes.
I've
Kiki
seen it. I've seen it. I've seen
Oh
that. I've
snap.
seen that.
Palmer. Iconic.
I've seen that. That I have seen.
I was joking when I said it. I was hoping that you might write it down and go and be like, "What the hell is
That
going on?"
oh my gosh, that's another podcast for that because
I know.
she pissed me off the
Oh,
whole movie too.
Girl,
Because
okay, exactly.
why
Pimp
did
is
y'all
a
even
funny
go through with
movie.
casting her for that role? Like, please.
And why is she pimping her mama? I don't care, bro. Why are you pimping your mama, bro?
Girl,
Like,
she said everybody
that's
could
what
get
got
pimped.
me.
The money,
I,
she needed that money on.
she pimped her mama and her girlfriend. You shouldn't be pimping people you care about. You should only care about people you don't care about.
My cheeks hurt from laughing.
She was a product of her environment. She had to get it where she had to get it.
Yeah, she was a
Oh my
pimp.
god.
Dog, ain't nobody free out here.
Even her daddy was pimping her mama. I'm like, yeah, please. Like,
She
oh
learned
my
from her daddy.
Right.
She was her daddy's daughter.
And then it
god.
was the white girlfriend for me.
Yeah, the white girlfriend definitely threw me. It took me for a spin.
No, okay,
That's the
I'm
only type
sorry.
of person that will hold her down. Wouldn't no black woman hold that silly crap
My
down? That's
last
why.
comment was when the other pimps tried to attack her. Y'all remember that? That was that was crazy.
Everybody dies. Everybody dies at the end. Don't everybody die at the end of Pimp?
Everybody does
Nobody walks
that.
away. Everybody
Oh
dies.
yeah.
Nobody
Oh my
lives. Not the
god.
pimps. Not
That
Kiki and the
movie,
girlfriend.
I don't even know why they I don't know. That movie.
Somebody played
I'm about to
real
go run
hard.
that joint back tonight. Run it
They
back.
could have got
Oh,
Tiana Taylor. They could have got somebody with
Right.
obvious masculine
No, they
energy,
could
but
not have got
also
no
very
Tiana
feminine.
Taylor. I would have been dying laughing even more. I would have been.
maybe
And you
Dej
know
Girl,
Lo.
what's
back in the
funny?
day.
Right,
What's
Deja.
funny?
What's funny is I saw she was. I don't know. Y'all know like Cassinet. She was on Cassinet's stream, and he asked her like, "What's the hardest role she did?" She was like, "Pit was the hardest one," and everybody in the comments was like, "That was the worst role you ever did." It was like, girl, it was
She
hard
said
for
she
you.
should
It
have
was
said
hard for
Keela
us
and the
to
Bee.
watch.
That was her
Yes.
best movie.
Right, it was hard for
Oh,
us
I
to
love
watch
it,
you in that
Keila.
role, girl.
That
That was
one's
painful. Whew.
we need to like have a whole podcast about like Tubi movies and just like look at some
Oh,
real ghetto. Oh man, I would have me a time. I would have me a time. Wait,
no,
did
a
I?
time will be had because that is ridiculous.
Okay,
So
fam. I'm sorry. I don't mean to curse. My bad. Golly.
the next
Jeez.
question is, what do you guys think about Gunnar addressing Solara as soldier? I know I kind of like brought that up a little soon, but what did y'all think about that moment when he's like checking her like soldier, like and he addresses her? That was our first time seeing him kind of like get a little authoritative with her. What do y'all think about that? I'll start with Shay Shay.
He was offended because he like, girl, hold up. Don't know your role, know your place. So
Mhm.
yeah, he had every right. Soldier, yeah, get back in line. Cause what you think this is? I'm Don's right hand man, not you. Chill out. Know your place. Stay in a woman's place. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But but yeah, it was rightfully needed. She needed to be checked. Sometimes you need a
Yeah.
little check to get back on track, and that's what she just needed a little. Okay, like, all right, you
All right,
right,
let me
my
chill.
bad,
Mm.
right.
Nene, what did you think, girl?
See, I want to say I agree, but I agree and disagree all at the same time. I felt like he was doing that as a power move to show his authority to Blaze, to show like to kind of like impress her in a way. Because to be honest, So was not saying nothing wrong. She didn't say nothing wrong. How you speaking for the head man in charge when the head man in charge isn't here to confirm or deny these things for himself? And the only reason why you want my girl Blaze to stay is because Blaze is looking fine. And she
Mm,
also, you know what I'm saying, could kick butt at the same time. Like you saw her and fell in love at first sight. You know, you're not thinking about her background. You didn't do no research. You don't even know. We don't really even know Blaze like that. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So
right.
I get where she was coming from, but I do agree with the Shaylin all at the same time. So I'm like in the middle. Like I'm in the middle, but it was definitely a little bit of a power play on Gunner's part, and he blew me on that part. I will say that. But other than that, you know, that's my man. But he blew me on that part. He could have handled that differently.
Period. Didi, what did you think about him addressing her as soldier after they didn't seem
So
like they was in a
I
relationship?
agree with both Shay and Naomi. Um, when you call her soldier, my bad, it reminded me of when I was younger. I used to watch dad like check us and check other kids so effortlessly. Like I would never forget one time somebody was getting mouthy and he was like, I don't have to explain anything to you because I'm an adult and you're a child.
Girl, he used to
Goodbye.
say that
And it
all the
reminded
time.
like he like quickly put them in place and was like, that's the end of that. So that like I don't know, that made me laugh. That made me laugh. Like because sometimes I do believe people need a good lashing to remember where they belong. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, got me there. You know, and that's also his best friend. Like, why are you questioning somebody whose literal job is to interpret what number one wants you to do if he's down? Like, so
Yeah.
I can
Mm-hmm.
also see why he's like, who are you
Like,
talking to
girl?
right now? Like,
Right.
if Naomi was in a coma and it was like, they were like, oh yeah, what would Naomi do? And I tell them what Naomi would want them to do, and they're questioning me. I would be like, I'm sorry, who are you exactly? Like, know your place. Like, I would be
Period.
like,
That's my girl.
are you all right? Like, are you cool? So I get that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, she should have probably saved that for pillow talk later, for real, for real. That's what I would do. I was like, yeah, boo, you, what's up with that? Like, you sure that's what you want him to do? Like, you check that later. And that's what she crossed the line. She did it publicly. She should have did it on pillow talk later and been like, yeah, boo, you sure that's what he want? Like that way, if he check her behind closed doors, it's like, okay, yeah, you know, it's not embarrassing per
I'm
se.
gonna be real, but I remember it differently. I thought they were in the bedroom when he did that. No?
Mm-mm.
Mm.
They, I thought
Oh,
they were in the bedroom too, because it was after.
what?
Am I reading this wrong?
You know what? Maybe
I
I
think y'all
done
talking
jumped.
about something else. What
Dang,
Maybe
I
I
chapter?
thought he checked
jumped.
her in front of them too, though.
Look, I'm looking for chapter 12.
I thought, yeah, you know, I thought he checked out from the other people. I didn't think it was pillow talk, and he like,
Yeah,
but
I
maybe
think
I'm
I thought,
wrong.
and I'm trying to think.
What
Oh,
what chapter is this again?
Chapter 12, chapter 11. Man, I just want to make sure
and
I
then I'm
mention.
also thinking, you know how Solara is. She's not a gentle character. She's not a gentle young lady. Like it's also about how you bring stuff up as well. Like in my
Yeah,
mind, I just thought since she a little rough around the edges, she probably said it a little crass, a little harsh. And he probably was like,
like
"Girl,
it's
like."
like she thinking she in a relationship, so she thinking like I could talk to
She thinking
her.
it's cool to be like, what's up with that? But little did she know, he like, no, stay in your place. He said, you know, let me not say that. But he was like, not playing. He's not.
It's crazy.
Dang, y'all, I really did
Nene,
thought it was in front of people.
Naomi, in your book, does yours have numbers at the bottom or no?
No.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh wow. We gonna
You have
be
a
a little
page?
miniature.
so chapter 12 is supposed to be page 89.
Mine's is on my phone, so I don't want to jump off
No,
the
you good.
thing.
Just
My
want to make sure.
chapter 12 is the title Buckle Up Lady Cup?
Yeah, buckle up, Lady Cup.
Okay, yeah. That's where I'm at now. I'm about to look forward to that.
Cue elevator music.
Nah,
No,
Jeopardy music. Do, 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 do.
that Walking Dead. Dum, doo, 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 doo. I would love to put Walking Dead music on my thing. I'm looking for it. I cannot find it in my author's copy. My author's copy, I got this very fast, so like it's a little
Well,
different than
if
y'all's
you
book.
and Shay say that, I'm more inclined to go with y'all. You wrote the book, girl. You know. I'm sure I misread, or maybe I do have a lot of like I do jump ahead of stuff a lot of times when we're doing
Yeah.
this. So maybe I just jumped ahead and was like, yeah, he always trying to play her like, I don't know, girl. Like, my
Dede's
bad. I
crazy.
spoke. But
Cause
either way, I think my point still stands.
yeah,
Besides that, maybe it be in public, maybe it's in private type of thing.
yeah.
But yeah, no, she did miss. She did get out of place. She did get out of place
Was
because had
was
that
this,
been his real girl, you never did that.
Mhm.
was this before or after Blaze was training?
After.
After, okay.
Cause they already made Blaze the instructor for Lovey.
I'm like, dang, was they in the bed talking, pillow talking? I
They
couldn't imagine.
was.
I'm
Wait,
Wait,
like,
was
dang,
was
she?
why he check
Wait.
her in the bed?
I
Like, I'm
might be.
like,
Hold
why he
up.
check her
All
so
right.
hard?
Maybe I'm messing up. Maybe y'all might be
Wait, cause
right.
we talking about the part
Cause
where
Blaze is already here. He wouldn't be sleeping with Solar if Blaze was already.
yeah. No. This is way before
Well,
that.
I
This is way
understand.
before
That's why
that.
I'm like, nah.
Oh
I feel
crap.
like he's
This
like
is
G
when
fucking
he
her.
when this is after when Don was still hurt and
And
after he
she was
got shot, he was
questioning
still hurt.
him.
This is when Blaze first came into the scene. Like a chapter or two after she came into the scene. Yeah, we're a little off.
So this
Okay, you
not
know what?
chapter 12. This before chapter 12 then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm like, nah,
I'm
it gotta
completely
be.
mixing the chapters right now. Maybe for something I thought I had wrote, maybe I was planning on writing something like that and just I don't know. But I have it completely screwed up. My bad, y'all. Y'all right.
Girl, it's
I
okay.
thought
It's
I was
okay.
tripping. I'm like, nah, I don't think that was pillow talking, but
That would have
he
been
don't want to pillow
crazy.
talk with her no more anyway, so it
I
don't even
know.
Yeah,
matter.
he don't even sleep with my girl no more. He's so
He
focused
said,
on
don't even
Blaze. I
look at
mean,
my
he's
bedroom
following her
door.
around like a puppy
That's not for
dog.
you. Like, girl.
Okay,
Woo.
well, we're on the final chapter, guys, for the podcast. I really appreciate y'all. Chapter 13. So the synopsis is after Lovey and Don's argument and she leaves the room.
Mhm.
Did I skip a chapter again?
I think
No, we
you
was just on
just we were
12.
just on
We're on
chapter
chapter
11, so we gotta
13.
go to
Oh,
12.
chapter 12. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. All right. Bloop, bloop. Chapter 12. Lovey endures Lovey endures a grueling training session with Blaze in the compound yard, pushing her body to the limit while Solara watches silently. So her resentment simmering, Gunner flirts openly with Blaze, further intensifying Lovey's insecurities about her place in the inner circle. Later, after a hot shower, Dawn enters Lovey's room and their intense, intimate connection escalates. But when Lovey hesitantly asks for his real name, Dawn's unresolved past with Lola surfaces. So the confrontation spirals into danger and emotional tension, leaving Lovey shaken. Before she can process the fallout, the compound is violently attacked. Lovey is struck, overpowered and forcibly blindfolded, ending the chapter in suspense as she is kidnapped amidst all of the chaos. So, Lovey struggles with feelings of jealousy, insecurity, and desire throughout this whole chapter. Which of her emotions stood out to you the most out of this whole chapter? She went through a lot.
Mm. She put herself through a lot.
She did unintentionally, but
She unintentionally worked herself up and put herself in a tizzy. Like, oh, darling. Like, I can't believe she gave it to this man. She didn't even know his real name. Come on.
girl. And then after
Damn,
he called her
sister.
somebody else
Like,
name at that. Mm.
yeah, like, I want to feel bad, but
It's that
oh,
no
Lord. This is
backbone,
why
that
you
no
can't support all
determination,
women. Some women are
no
dumb.
grit.
So, like, listen,
It's
I,
giving lost puppy.
Yes. Yes.
it makes me think she did not get the proper care and
It's
love
really
before she
giving
came
pick
to New
me.
York.
Pick me,
She
pick
clearly
me.
wasn't raised correctly because she don't got no, oh, Lord,
No,
no.
nothing.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I can't even say common sense. At this point, there's no sense at all. Like,
I
But
will
oh,
it's the
say,
insecurities, Delayna. Her
yeah,
insecurities are showing way more than anything because she's literally stressing herself out and overwhelming herself. Like, if the girl is dead, supposedly, if the girl is dead, why are we worried about somebody that no longer exists? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta,
yeah,
at
you know
some
you're not a
point, we
saint.
gotta say,
What you
girl,
there
I'm
for?
not hurt. I'm me, and I know I'm bad. So focus
right,
on me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And then I'm just gonna say insecurity because she ain't never give it up to a man. Then she gave it up to the man. Then she just realized she ain't even know the man name. And now she
Uh,
like, oh my God, look at me. She thinking back to herself like, oh, I skipped steps. And it's like you did, but it's okay. It happened. It happens, you know. It happens. I would have just took it as a one night stand and kept it moving, you know, like it
right.
happens.
In my mind, for sure, I think that with him, for once, calling Lovey Lola's name while they're kissing, that was like red flag number one. She's thinking, who the heck is Lola? And then her finding like them files downstairs, like, and then she saw that picture of Lola and Don happy. She didn't even know that was Lola at the time, but it's him and this woman looking so
Mm,
happy. And then he like puts the pictures in his pocket and he's like, oh, don't worry about that. Um, so I think like since they finally had, he was her first, and she's just kind of like, you know what, I really let this man like into my life, and I don't even really know his name. So
mhm,
I think like while it's getting steamy, she's like, hold on, hold on, hold on, like what's your name? Like, you know what I mean? Just like let's just have a real conversation here. But she's definitely very insecure about Lola. This Lola woman seems
mhm,
we don't even know if she's here. It says executed, but he cannot let go of like that woman is in his brain somewhere.
mhm.
So, she leaves the room and then the compound is effed up. Um, I'm sorry, I went on a whole little synopsis. Sorry. But if you had to pick a song that would describe the drama between Gunnar Blaze and Solara, because Solara has been glaring for the least last couple chapters, like just like, if you had to
Yeah,
pick a song that could fully embody that three-person situation, what would y'all say?
Nick Jonas jealous because it's very similar. Like
Oh, that was good.
he's literally referring to somebody he used to be with. Now she was somebody else. He like, I got a pain in my chest. Like I still get like he is tight in that song, and
Mm.
she's tight. So I feel like that sums it up. And I also like the song; it's good. So yeah.
I'm correcting. I
I
have two songs. I think "That Boy Is Mine" by Brandy and Monica, and my second
Oh,
song
okay,
will
that's
be
good.
A B C D F you and your mom and your sister and your. I think that is very befitting too because at this point my girl is like she
Yeah, we
fighting
know what
for
is
him,
going. So
but
that's
at
the
the same
perfect
time she
song.
like
So
I'm about to f everybody up. Like at this point I'm done with everybody. Like at this
okay,
point in the book everybody could
it's a
get
wrap.
everybody could get it.
period. I think "The Boy Is Mine" was my answer when I initially wrote the question. I'm not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Shay, did you
So
have a
good
different
though.
song in mind? That's a good song.
So for Solara's two songs just for her perspective, right? The first song is Always Be My Baby. Cause she like, you supposed to be mine, right? But then I'm also thinking I don't give a F about you, Big Sean. Cause she like,
I don't.
Oh.
because of what happens later in the book, she like, yeah, all right, we done for cause you with Blaze and stuff. So yeah. So those
Yes.
That was a good one right there. I like
Yeah, that
that.
was good.
Yeah, I
That
and
was
like
then
that
the
so
one.
little
good.
the little stupid part, that's for
Yeah,
Yeah,
Blaze.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's definitely for
You
Blaze. She
little
like,
dumb
yeah,
at.
it's up for you.
Yeah.
Right.
She ain't with you.
Right. Yeah, that's that part for Blaze.
And then she
Yeah.
said, and then in the song it says, you and your whole crew. So literally,
Right.
I feel like that's the perfect song.
Right.
It's a million,
Everybody can
million
get it,
things that I'd
actually.
rather do
Right.
Then
And
to
she
be
did do some
than
other
be
with you.
things.
true.
Yeah.
Right. I like that. That got me weak, actually. So this chapter ends with a violent attack on the compound, and Lovey is kidnapped. So were you shocked? Like, did you guys see that coming at all, or absolutely not? Like, Kidney, like I said, Kidney, Lovey being kidnapped.
Oh, who you
Not because she.
asking? Oh, go
Yeah,
ahead,
Oh,
D.
who?
I'm sorry.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
bad.
start with Dede this time around.
My bad. I wouldn't say shocked. This kind of been boiling over. We've been getting like intel throughout the book, so I'm not shocked. But I'm also not shocked that she got kidnapped because she can't fight. So no, the answer is a resounding no. Capital No, actually, with the exclamation point. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say, were you shocked at all? Like, oh my God, like when you were reading it, were you like, what?
No, I knew something was gonna happen to her. I didn't think she was gonna survive to the end of the book, though. Plot twist. I really didn't think she was gonna survive because I was like, dang, she can't hold her and wait for nothing.
Yeah,
But
no.
I knew something was gonna happen. But I'm thinking that she was gonna like be out of the story. But
I
I feel
agree.
that. I feel that.
Oh,
Nene,
bro.
was you shocked at all?
No, I wasn't shocked either. Only because she got away the first time. I was like, how lucky is she gonna get two times in a row? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then people already know that, like, rumors are already being spread about her. If her best friend found her based off of rumors, we gotta put two and two together. Somebody in that camp is talking. So somebody
Yeah.
know it's a new member in that joint.
Really? Who's talking?
You know?
oh, I didn't think about that.
Ooh, me neither.
Yeah, so somebody's spilling some
Somebody maybe we don't
beans.
know. Like, I mean,
You
it's
know,
enough that Blaze found them. So I mean, I said, yeah, no, Blaze found them. So like, Naomi, you are so right, girl. Because
yeah,
yeah,
somebody's speaking in that camp, and her name's getting said in the grapevine. When your name start getting talked about, and you got enemies, they trying to figure out who this new girl on the block. I'm
Right.
trying, I'm
Right.
saying we gotta see about her. She a
Mm.
little different.
Mm. Well, we're on the last chapter, ladies. Chapter 13 now. I know I had jumped ahead like 20 minutes ago, but we are finally back on it. Chapter 13. So after Lovey and Dawn's argument, she leaves the room. And it's just kind of like doing a setback, and then it just kind of explains things from Dawn's perspective. The Cavaletti compound interrupts in chaos as the Serranos launch a surprise attack. So Dawn fights through the smoke and the gunfire, but he's too late. Lovey is taken. So guilt and fury consume him as he realizes his worst fear: the Serranos have Lovey. Like he hates them and he loves her, and the people he hates has the woman that he now loves. It's his worst fear. So Lovey wakes in a lavish, unfamiliar room, face to face with Stewie Serrano. And okay, I don't know this word. All right. I don't know how to pronounce this word at all.
oh, let me pull this up.
I'm gonna have
Let's
to
see.
skip this child, make up another word. All right, face to face with Royce. I I'm not gonna lie, for these synopses, I had to chat GBT some of it because I wanted it
Oh
to
my
make it sound
god.
good. I wanted to make it sound really like good and like juicy, but it's using stuff that I don't even know at this point. Um,
Where's the
Zadie,
word?
basically, Lovey, she meets these characters, Zadie and Jax. So Stewie
Mm-hmm.
reveals shocking truths about his family's bloody
Mhm.
history with the Cavalettis, and he exposes a devastating secret about Lola, the woman who betrayed Dawn. So, I mean, obviously we knew that she was a spy, but like Stewie just gives more insight. Like, oh my gosh, she was a spy and she really fell in love with this guy. Like she was so stupid. Like he was so over that. That really upset him. Um, Stewie's calm charisma turns chilling as he invites Lovey to see the Serranos disciplined, almost spiritually like disciplined. Like the
Mhm.
way that he runs his family is very. He was inspired by the Japanese. It's just really in line, like Zen, but also very like, you know what I mean, authoritative.
Mhm.
And
Like
it's more
ninjas.
like ninjas basically. And it's like that structure. The Cavalettis don't have that structure that the Serranos have.
Mhm.
Um, so his true motive becomes clear when he admits he wants to experience what Don once had. He wants to experience Lovey. So
Whoa.
he makes it
Yeah,
clear
that's
Lovey
scary.
is not a guest. She is bait in a dangerous game of vengeance and obsession. So I have a few questions for y'all. So Dawn reaction is like mixed with like rage, guilt, and he really feels like helpless or whatever. So did Dawn's reaction kind of affect your perception of him? Like, do you feel like you got to learn a little bit more about him with the way he reacted, or not really?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, no.
He was actually rude. Like that's what he get. You should mean what you say and say what you mean. If you wanted to be rude to that girl and disrespect her because she asked for your name, that's the least you could do is get a girl your name. You so in love with her, but you couldn't
Hmm.
get a girl her name. And then as soon as now you want to cry behind her, but it's too late. She got taken. She got taken. You should have meant what you said the first time because you never know what happens in your line of work. And you should have told her that you loved her and that you were sorry and that your name is Drew. That's what you should have said.
Oh
I
yeah, and
didn't.
he exposed his name. I forgot to say that. Stewie was like, "Oh, Drew," and that's the first time she's ever heard that. So she's like,
Also, like, not a cool name either.
Like
Like
your
the way he was
name is
covering it, it would
special.
make it think that it was something like something out of the
It's like
world.
Like
Like,
Suave or something.
Antonio,
yes, like Antonio
something Cavallari or
Banderas or
something.
something. Like something
like,
that's like, oh damn, like what? Like,
like
no,
Your name is
Drew.
Dimitri,
Andrew. Drew.
Vladimir,
Yeah, like Dmitri Malkovich or something. Like, come on, like,
Drew.
girl.
What did y'all think about
Drew.
Stewie? Like, what did y'all think about Stewie's character? And I'll start with Shay Shay.
It's definitely giving creepy. It's giving like it's giving like ill.
Y'all
Like
wasn't feeling him a little bit?
Hell
yeah,
no.
No. Mm-mm.
no, because with a name like Stewie, boy,
Right. And then he
Stewie,
drugged her and then go talk about somehow you want to experience her the same way Dawn
right?
did. Like you're scary. Weird.
It's not
Weird.
giving sexy. It's giving creepy.
Yeah,
It's
Don't
giving
approach me like
predator.
that.
that was on
Right.
purpose.
Predator.
That was on purpose that I made him creepy because I didn't want people to be like, "Oh my god, like, what if
You
Stewie's
didn't
the
want
one?"
nobody to like him at all, huh?
No,
Like,
Right.
Yeah, no, because he's a predator.
I didn't
He's
want that
serious.
Edward Jacob scenario where it's like people are like, "Oh no, I'm da da da, I'm da da da." I'm like, no, Stewie is he's
Jacob was
not
a
a good
victim.
guy, but I feel like what people don't realize is, at least in their beef, because their families have beefed for years.
Hmm.
He has
Don
a
is the
reason.
one. Yeah, Don is the one that started it between them two. I don't think people realize that. Don is the
Yeah.
one that initiated it. So in reaction, that's when Stewie hired Lola years ago. He did send her to infiltrate and destroy, but he did not know that she would fall in love and this whole thing would
Hmm.
happen. But Stewie was responding to Don, and I don't think people realize that. So,
Jay got the church finger.
But wait,
yeah.
hold up.
Mhm.
Was it Don or was it Don grandfather?
No, so their feud goes back years, but what I'm saying is between them two personally.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Like
Because I was
when
gonna
they're both
say, okay, 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 I
But
got you.
between them
I,
Dawn sent a
personally.
spy first.
Yeah.
Dawn sent a girl to
yeah,
Stewie,
yeah, yeah. I
and
remember
then
that.
so
Okay,
Stewie
yeah,
did it back in retaliation.
Stewie
yeah,
just hired somebody better. I mean, it still didn't work
Yeah.
out, but
It
she
must
just
have
right.
been somebody close to him though, because I did peep in the book like the second time around, y'all. I'm like, dang, I'm peeping new stuff. And he was like, she was like family to him, you know. So in my mind, I'm thinking, dang, did he send his cousin in there or something? Like he sent somebody close to him, and then she fell in love, and then things happened. You know what I'm saying? Things transpired and ended the way it ended. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay,
I want
okay.
to say I got notes. I don't got many, but I wrote about this because and my first note for this actually said Stewie is a D1 hater. Three exclamation points. Like
You a hater.
He the
he's
best of the
a
best.
Division 1 hater, bro. Like you said, Don did start with him. Okay, first of all, they got family beef. Like I couldn't imagine
Yeah.
having a family beef. Now I understand
Right.
generational beef. Like if my daddy don't like somebody, I will look at them, but I won't straight up just hate them. I'll be like,
Right.
Hmm.
but I would never be like, yeah, I'm going for that. I need that. Like it's never that deep, right? But
Mhm.
then Don did start it. He did send somebody there. What got me about Stewie is he could not believe that he sent somebody to do a job. Not only did they not do the job, but they also fell in love. Like he was so disgusted by that. He was like, "How dare she?" Like he was so
Hmm.
tight about that. He had to see what was making Don so like addicted to these women. So he like, no, Lovey, I need that. I got to figure out what's going on
Right.
tonight, which is some D1 hater stuff. Insane.
But do you think he was more so mad at that or the fact that Dawn had got the girl pregnant?
I wasn't gonna bring it up,
I
I
thought
think
he was
but
that's
just mad
really
because
what
he
Stewie was mad
lost.
about. Like, I think he's okay with the fact that okay, you fell in love. Like, all right, because at the end of the day, you still feeding me information. But once you have this man child, I no longer have a hold on you. I no longer have the control that I used to have over you because now you're pregnant with the enemy's baby. Like now, anything you tell me could be false news. because you gotta protect your kid at the end of the day. So I'm thinking he had a reason to be, you know what I'm saying? It's tight because dang, you got my girl pregnant too. Like, dang, dog, like that's my family. You ain't had to do that. You ain't had to
He
do that.
lost either way. He lost either way. Not
Yeah,
only
his
did
pride.
Don sit in the spot and got infiltrated, but he tried to do the same thing and then lost about that. So he just like, you know what? I can't let you get a third up on me a third time. Absolutely not. Like I said, real D1 hater stuff. Like, I cannot let you thrive while I'm around on this planet. You know when they say like, if this person has no haters, I'm dead in the ground. I feel exactly like that about Stewie. He's like, if Don has no haters, I must be dead. I must be not living in this world no more.
We
So
It definitely
yeah,
was a pride thing. Cause
yeah.
Hmm.
he like, all right, now I feel like I'm underestimated. You
I
done got
cannot let this
me.
slide.
Right. Like now I gotta do something more.
Now I
Right.
gotta show you something.
Right.
Honestly,
Right.
I have to like reread the book in its entirety because sometimes I will write things and then I wouldn't like the way that it will flow, so I would get rid of it. But sometimes my brain still kind of harbors it. That's why I might mix things up
Mhm.
or like I still haven't gotten a chance to read the full thing from front to back because every time I will write a chapter, I will go back and read the chapter. I think the ones that I read the most was maybe chapter 1 through 3 because I was really like nervous about writing it, so I just kept rereading. But I did start a prequel, but I would love to hold off on it, but like but I my coworker, honestly, him and his wife read it and he said he really enjoyed it and he was like he would love a prequel by Christmas. And I was like, okay, by Christmas, that's a
Hold on, buddy. I just got this to the front.
I don't
Like,
know.
Right. Like I'm not
So,
saying do it in a month.
right. Like how I'm supposed to
Or
write
take
like
your
Right.
time.
a chapter a second.
Right.
This
But
was a good book.
I definitely want to do a prequel and I want to write it about Don, Stewie, and Lola and how that came about. I probably was like 3 pages in, but I paused like over a month ago. So,
good.
yeah.
Anything without Lovey, I'm here for. So I'm cool with that.
I'm
Listen,
crying. I need that information on Stewie and Lola. I'm trying to see what was popping on that before it got to Don and Lola because
I'm
it
still
seemed like
learning a lot about Lola. Like
some tension
Yeah.
going
I'm
on.
learning a lot about Lola.
And
So,
add Gunna in it. I don't know. I like Gunna. Add Gunna how him and Don became
And put
friends.
AJ in there because I like AJ.
Yeah,
AJ
he
will be in
cute.
there. AJ will be in there. And it'll
The
be
silent
some
assassin.
I think you'll see more of the characters just like this was my first time writing a book, but it'll really come together. I'll make it really juicy. And we have discussed chapters 8 through 13. I appreciate you ladies. Thank you, Nene. Thank you, Shay Shay. Thank you, Dede. I love y'all so much. And this is the closing out of Dede Do the Heart.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Dede is tired. Dede did like this.
I was going to do
He
this. I
said
was going to do
sorry.
this, but my brain froze. I'm sorry. I haven't eaten. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
this is
didn't.
episode 2 of the Artist Circle podcast, and we are closing out. Bing. All right, let me.
And are you still going to grease my scalp as the